welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at how to add in our floors. So floors are pretty simple in Revit. You literally are just drawing in the shape of your floor. Now we're going to be adding 3 different floors for our first floor level. We're going to have a floor that's on the main level. We're going to have a different floor for our porch and a different floor for our garage. Reason being is because I want my porch floor and my garage floor to be lower than the main floor of the rest of the home. And then we're just going to add our floor for the second floor level. Right. So starting with our main floor, right? On the first floor, we're going to go to the architecture tab and just select floor. Right, so you will notice that in the type properties, there are different types of floors there. This one says first floor, but we need to adjust some things first. Cut out all of that. Right, so we're going to go to the architecture. We're going to go to the architecture tab and select floor. In the type properties, you will have different types of floors and so on. Right now, we're just going to use first floor as the type of floor that we're going to use. Okay, so the level is 02_first floor, and all we're going to be doing is picking the walls that form the boundary of the floor. So notice that in the draw section, pick walls is highlighted. You could also draw it using lines or rectangles or circles, whatever, but because we already have our walls, it's easy to just pick the walls that form the boundary of the floor. So I'm going to pick this wall, and this double arrow is identifying which side the floor falls on. I want it to fall on the outside of the wall. I'm just going around and picking the walls that form the boundary outside. Again, this is the main floor area, so we're excluding the garage. Now if I should just click my green tick, you'll see that it says lines cannot intersect each other. So we need to do some cleanup so that the wall, the pink lines, these magenta lines form a complete loop going around. So I'm going to introduce you to a new tool called Trim or Extend to Corner. So when you click this tool here in the Modify tab, it makes it easy to trim lines in Revit. Trim lines, trim walls, etc. All you have to do is, according to the comment section in the bottom right, select the first line or wall or trim to extend. Select the first line or wall to trim or extend. So I want to select this line, but I need to select the side that I want to keep, not the side that is going to be deleted. So I want to keep this side, and I also want to keep this side at the top here. And now they have trimmed right at the point where they intersect. I'm going to go around and do that for all of my walls. So I'm going to select here, and I'm keeping this side. Select this point, and I'm keeping this side. Selecting here, and I'm keeping this side. Select here, and I'm keeping this side. So now I have a full loop all the way around for my main floor area. I just pressed escape. Now I want this one to flip to the outside of the wall. And there we go. And I'm going to select finish mode. It says the floor or roof overlaps the highlighted walls. Would you like to join geometry and cut the overlapping volume out of the walls? Say yes. And as a result, this is what it looks like. We have still have the wall there, but you can see the edge of the floor peeking out here. Right, going back to our first floor now, we're going to put in our porch floor, right? So we're going to select floor again, and this time instead of pick walls we can just use rectangle because the shape is pretty standard, a rectangle. Before we start drawing in our properties, we need to change our height offset from level, height offset from level to negative minus 50 millimeters, which means that the floor is going to be 50 millimeters lower than the level first floor. So I'm going to just select one corner and just draw it to the opposite corner here, and then green tick to finish, and that is our porch floor. Going to 3D, here is our porch floor. There we go. And then we need the floor for our garage. We're going to use pick lines for this as well. So we're going to select floor again. Sorry, not pick lines, pick walls. I'm going to pick the interior side of these walls. Well, exterior for this one. Exterior, exterior, and then interior. Reason being is because the floor that we drew for the main one already cut these walls already, so we don't need to put them on the outside again. Trim or extend to corner. I'm just going to trim these sides up so that we have our nice little loop. Yes, green tick. You have not saved your project recently? Yes, save. Alright, and there is my garage floor. There it is. I'm just pressing tab to cycle through to select the floor for the main area. There we go. And that is the floor for the... Oh, there's something I forgot to mention. The garage, the height offset is not minus 50, it's minus 75 millimeters. There we go. So it's a little bit lower than the porch and the main floor area. Now let's go to the second floor, and we're just going to put in the floor all the way around on the outside of the wall. So again, floor, pick walls is highlighted, height offset is 0 for this one, and we're just going to select the outside of the wall going all the way around. Go. Would you like walls that go up to this floor's level to attach to its bottom? Yes, we're going to attach them. And so let's check, see what that looks like in 3D. There we go. So there is the floor. There is the floor, and all the walls from the ground level attached to the bottom of this floor. Alright, so we're going to go back to the first floor, and we're going to edit the type of floor that we have on our first floor. So we're going to select one of the floors, right click, select all instances visible in view. So all the floors are selected, so that when we make our edits, it's editing all of the selected floors. We're going to go to edit type, and of course we're going to duplicate, and I'm just going to call this ground floor. Okay, our new ground floor is already in use. Right. Let's duplicate and just keep it at first floor, 300 millimeters thick. That's what it is, because I want to edit the thickness of my first floor. So to do that, we need to edit the structure of the floor. Things like walls and roofs, any structural element, floors included. In order to change the thickness, it's not just going in and saying the thickness is now 50 millimeters or 200 millimeters or whatever. What happens is, it's because it recognizes it as a structural element, the thickness of the material that makes up this structural element needs to be edited. So if it's a concrete floor, the thickness of the concrete needs to be edited. So we go to the section that says structure, select edit, and now we need to add in the material that we're going to be using for our floor. So the structure of the floor is going to be made out of concrete, but we don't have concrete specified here. So we're going to select the section that says by category, select these 3 dots here, and just wait until the window pops up. And we just need to look for concrete in our materials browser. So we're going to select the one that says concrete cast in place, that one. And things like the cut pattern should be the concrete hatch, and the foreground pattern should be the sand pushing hatch. Actually, now I'm going to remove the pattern and select none. Okay. The thickness of my concrete is going to be 100 millimeters, that is 4 inches. But below the concrete, I'm going to have hardcore material. So I'm just going to select insert, and I need my hardcore material to be below my concrete, so I'm going to move that down. So I have concrete on top and then hardcore material. Again, the by category. Let's see, do I have any hardcore in this already? So I'm searching for hardcore. Site hardcore, there we go. And no pattern, no surface pattern, but our foreground pattern is triangles. Okay, and the thickness of that is going to be 150. Yes. And then let's insert another one that's in between the concrete and the hardcore. This one is going to be sand. Oh, I already have sand selected. I want to change the pattern for my sand from earth, the cut pattern, to sand bends. Okay. Thickness of that is going to be 50 millimeters. So that's 100 plus 150 plus 50. That's 300 millimeters. Okay. So now our default thickness is 300 millimeters. Now we have a floor that is significantly thicker than the second floor, which is just going to be made out of concrete. So let me edit that floor as well. Edit type. Thickness is already 150, but let's change the material to concrete. Cast in place concrete, okay, and okay, and okay again. So let's just check what our floor looks like in a section view. So I'm just going to go to my quick access toolbar and draw a section through the building. Of course, this section we're going to be seeing when we go through the project, so no need to delete it afterwards. So through my section, this is what it looks like. Here we have the thick floor, and here we have the other floor, the second floor. Now to see the layers for the first floor down here, we just need to go to our detail level, change it from coarse to fine, and now we can see clearly our concrete, sand, and hardcore. And up here we can see the concrete. And that is it for adding floors. In the next video, we're going to be looking at how to add in our stairs.